Tina's Place is known as a safe haven for stage 3 and 4 melanoma patients located in Columbiaville, Michigan. Tina's Place is a cottage for warriors to have a one-week getaway. The cottage is located right on Barnes Lake, which provides a beautiful site and activities for the duration of their trip. Tina's Place started up when a family lost a loved one to the disastrous disease. When Tina was diagnosed, she was living in Arizona with her husband and little girl when they decided to go back to her childhood town to live out the rest of her life. Her parents bought the cottage next to their house so she could feel as comfortable as possible. Before her passing, she stated that everyone should get the chance to experience this, and in turn, Tina's Place was created. Each year, there are applications that potential guests fill out and then are selected based on that information. Tina's Place hosts its guests and their immediate family all throughout the summer. In the upcoming 2018 summer, so far there are 8 guests, including one from Texas and another from Oregon. There are fundraisers put on by the family of Tina to help for the cost of maintaining the cottage. One of the biggest fundraisers is their annual golf outing that takes place during the first weekend in June. Melanoma is a form of skin cancer that affects the melanin-producing cells that colors the skin, hair, and eyes. Although melanoma is the least common form of skin cancer, it is the most deadly. Stage 3 and 4 is reached when melanoma starts to spread to the rest of the body. The most common places for it to spread are to the liver, lungs, bones, and brain, and the prognosis is poor once it spreads to these places. On the Tina's Place website, it states approximately 1 in 5 people will be diagnosed with melanoma in their life. It was also mentioned that 1 person dies of melanoma every hour. This form of cancer is the first common found in 20 to 29-year-olds and second to 15 through 28-year-olds. It was stated in an article on melanoma.org that 90% of melanoma cases can be linked to the exposure of ultraviolet rays from natural or artificial sources, such as sunlight and indoor tanning beds. One of the ways to protect yourself from potentially getting melanoma later on in life is avoid using the tanning beds. Some people may think they need a base tan before going on a tropical vacation so they don't burn while enjoying their stay. It has been found on melanoma.org that base tans actually fail to protect against sunburns and provides very minimal protection from the sun with a comparison to a SPF of about 3. The Skin Cancer Foundation website states that people who first use a tanning bed before the age 35 increase their risk for melanoma by 75%. In order to help protect the skin from the damages of the sun, sunscreen should always be applied while doing activities under the sun. The best protection comes from sunscreens that have an SPF of at least 15 and is reapplied according to the directions on the bottle, as stated on OSHA's website. For extra protection of the face and lips, hats or visors should also be worn. It is also important to pay attention to what time of day it is. The sun's rays are the strongest between the times of 10 a.m. and 4 p.m., and it is suggested by the American Cancer Society to be conscious of this and take cover under the shade or reapply sunscreen more often. It is also important to inform friends and family members of the damages that the sun can cause and how the damages can form into a horrible disease. Advise loved ones not to use tanning beds and to seek alternative methods such as airbrushing, also known as spray tanning, sunless tanning lotions, cosmetics, and natural sunlight as it emits UV rays 10 times fewer than a tanning bed. Tina's Place is an amazing outlet for individuals experiencing this monster called melanoma, but protecting oneself now helps later on down the road. In order to help fund Tina's Place, donations are accepted. If you or someone you know would like to help this cause or become a potential guest at Tina's Place, you can visit their website at www.tinasplace.com.